What's good, YouTube? Today, I want to talk about Fat Denko, Sekka, and DGZ Bod Z5. You get 5% off of Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles. And speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles, I do want to say that I do now have a personal interest in them as they are sponsoring the Zodiac tournament. However, that's them giving stuff to you guys, not to me, through me. It does help my content and makes the tournament bigger. But overall, it's actually just back for you guys. So, let me talk about that. They're giving $100 to the first place prize pool, 100 New Zealand that is, to the first place in our 50,000 member special for Zodiac Duelists. We're going to have 256 players in the tournament, and it's going to be pretty awesome. We will also see, thanks to them, the return of the third and fourth playoff. We will add 12 packs to that prize pool. But even if you don't get in the tournament, even if you're not participating, we're going to have multiple free giveaways to enter. You don't even have to donate to the Zodiac Duels TV stream. Multiple free-to-win giveaways, although there will be a special giveaway as well to those that do support the stream. So there's going to be 3 giveaways, a bonus prize pool, and it's going to be awesome. So they are giving a lot back to the community. It's not for me, it's for you guys. I want you guys to understand that. But DGZ Bod Z5 also doesn't help me directly. It helps my fat Australian Denko Sekka friend here. He gets a little bit of something, and you get 5% off. It's just the best thing to shout out. People are like, you have a promo code. You probably get something off. Nah, it's for Bowden, because I love Bowden. So let's go ahead and get into their pre-sales for the Megatons, because those are out. We're going to compare them to some other kinds of pre-sale prices this time for you guys, including Ideal808, the biggest name in pre-sales before Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles. And I just want to note, there is a Zodiac Beast deck core here, although I doubt it's going to do what the Star Grails ones did. The Star Grail one, you remember how cheap you kind of got that for if you'd been paying attention? It was like $30 or something like that, and now it's like $80 on their site. If you got in early, it was real nice. A lot of people actually messaged me thanking me for that one. That's the first time I've been thanked for showing off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles. But a ton of other things, such as Dark Magical Circle, are appearing at the highest, 836, and Magician's Navigation, 836 US. There's a button at the top. If you log onto their site and you see New Zealand dollars, there's a button next to the search bar. You click it, you can get to US dollars. That's what I have on my screen here. Cosmic Cyclone, I actually would not buy. Sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles, please don't hurt me. But it's going to be in a structure deck soon, alongside Dimensional Barrier. So these two cards I would avoid, unless you really want the holographic version. I would just stay off of these cards for now. But Blue Eyes Twin Burst at 618. Now, two cards I would consider are Shiranui Solitaire, or Shiranui Solitaire, and Shiranui, and Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. These two cards are relatively lower for now, and we'll see formats where Ghost Reaper will spike up a lot, and we have the rest of the Vindreads coming out probably. I'm pretty sure about that, even though the OCG's already getting them, but that's neither here nor there. I just think these are two of the best pickups. Foolish Burial Goods is pretty high too at 436. When I say high, I mean it's high for the quantities we're going to see ripped of these cards. White Stone of Ancients is $4. That's pretty good. The common was 7 just a bit ago, and the ultra was 12. I think a lot of people didn't expect to see this reprinted in here. Drowning Mirror Force is low as $3. That's pretty good. And Proxy Dragon is the same as Ideal808 at $225. But let's look at this Zodiac deck base package. We got 3 Whips, 2 Rats, because you can only play 2, 3 Rams, 3 Bunny Blast, 3 Thoros, 3 Barrage, and they don't skip on the Trident or the Broad Bulls at 3 quantity either. They give you 3 combo just in case you want to play 3. They even throw in the Zodiac Signs, the Tiger Mortars, and they give you 2 Borbos. Only 2. Sorry if you wanted a third in your deck base. But it is $17.47 US. That's going to be cheaper than anywhere for now. And until it gets banned, probably, because that's a pretty good deal. But let's go ahead and look at Ideal808.com and their pre-sale prices. They have very, very cheap cases, 157, geesh. They must really want to get rid of them. So we go into here, the Dark Magical Circles are at $10, they're a bit more. Now, I do want to note fairly, Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles is overseas. Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles, you will have international shipping unless you are placing a large order of 125 New Zealand, which is about 75 US, if I'm not mistaken. But what you can do for that is get together with your friends and order what you want all together, and between 4 people, you should be able to reach that order for all of your needs. But there are going to be deals on Ideal808 if you don't have that situation that are equal to I guess, Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles. But mainly, it's like the promo. I think the only thing I noted that was really striking me as even was the Proxy Dragon promo. But let's go ahead and look through their prices. Everything seems higher, though. Blue Eyes, and they've been up first. So they've kept these considering their sales. We've got the $8 here. I believe that's a little higher. Yeah, $6.18. Everything just seems up there on Ideal808 comparatively. Dimensional Barrier at 7 instead of 5. Cosmic Cyclone at 10 instead of, what was it, 7. So everything on Ideal seems pretty much 30% higher. Starving Venom is higher. This is $1 higher, 20% higher. Whitestone is higher. Drowning Mirror Force is $2 higher. Barrage at $5 versus $2.76 half price. Oh man, Ideal808 I think isn't trying to get rid of Zoo as hard as they are. And then the $3 each. If you bought the entire deck cord off Ideal808 instead of the special $17 package, I'm sorry, pay respects. But definitely it's going to be hard on Megaton cards to reach 125 New Zealand, aka 75 US dollars by yourself on singles, unless you're buying a Dark Magician deck and another deck and some singles. I could see realistically, if you're trying to buy singles instead of tins, that you will save money by spending 75 here. Like if you would plan to bust open 4 tins at retail, 20 a piece, I would definitely be coming here instead and buying the singles and getting the discount code down below me and getting the free shipping. But a lot of people aren't spending that much, and I do realize that. That's why I'm showing the other competitor for pre-sales and how much more they do charge and why it's worth it to actually talk to people and have friends and pre-order together. So Pot of Desires at the 250 mark, I believe. Yeah, it's very close there. Like I said, the promos are close. You only save a little here, and it's even on the Proxy Dragon. We'll continue to page 2, though, as we get lower for both of these. Ooh, Snow's up there. $1.50 in the commons. It's among the secret rares. That's interesting. We see Theseus finally. Let's continue. Theseus, yeah, it just continues to seem to be almost calculated that it's just so much lower. But that's just what they do. They're usually the first or second to list on market, and they are just cheap. They're cheaper than their competitors typically. You'll find some deals though, like I said, on Ideal808 if you're not wanting to pay international shipping. But the shipping's actually pretty cheap also on Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles overall. So let's look at some of the past prices. Let's go ahead and widen up this window to look at some TCG player prices versus what they are now. So near mint, $20 on Dark Magical Circle versus, what was it? I think 8 some odd. So definitely the prices are going to come crashing way down. But there's only 15 secrets, so I think even the Mega Pack prices will go down over time. Magician's Navigation was already seemed to be much more down there, but all these are damaged. I guess all the near mint ones got bought as they got listed. That's very odd to me, or they just never had a reason to sell. $16.80. So again, half price over here. Interesting. And then Cosmic Cyclone. And something else super interesting to note. This is the fastest I think it's ever happened. We already have the SKUs, or the ability to see the cards that are coming out in the Megaton release very, very early for sellers on TCG. So this, once it hits street date, is going to be very, very competitive because it will be automatically unlocked to many, many resellers. We see Cosmic Cyclone, 15 low. It's about halved also. Everything's about half of where it was, and it'll continue to fall from there. And oh, the zoos. $6.38, $4 Broad Bulls. It's all just so much cheaper now. $7 Barrage. That 3 of these alone is more than the deck base, if you've been waiting for it. Again, there will be regionals you can play this at, and they do ship very, very fast. I've heard from most consumers that's about 4 days for Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles, but look at this deck base. Even I kind of want to avoid the deck base, because it's just gonna get banned, isn't it? But they're just releasing it. How mad could they make the players? Could they just, like, put Broad Bull to one? It all really depends. But $17, not the biggest gamble in all of your Yu-Gi-Oh! Life. Just to have it. And I don't think there's gonna be people playing Zoo format like they play Pepe, like they play Necros, like they play Goat. I don't think Zoo's gonna end up being one of those past format decks. But, hey, it's $17. $20 is $20, though, John. Oh man, but yeah, it's definitely a really good deal for their bundle if you, for whatever reason, think it's gonna survive this ban list. But again, what I would avoid personally are the Cosmic Cyclones and Dimensional Barriers. Sorry, singles. I gotta have my audience's best interest at heart, though. I would avoid these. Everything else is fair game. Everything else is the current lowest on the market. And you can see what it is versus TCG Player and eBay yourself. Ideal808 does have the same price as for Proxy Dragon if you're looking for that. But remember, there's 5% off, so it's actually a little bit lower. And that's about all from me today. Thanks for watching, guys. I do think that some of these prices will go down. Not too many of them, though. Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles tends to set the real trends when it comes to things, and sometimes they're way too low off the mark, as we did show with Code of the Duelist. I just $72 now. You could have picked this up for $30 US at the start, if you recall. So they do tend to set the trends. Some things will be too high, like Rescue Ferret at the beginning, but you can really snipe some deals pre-ordering at times for Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles, because they tend to list at what they think should be right, not necessarily what is right. Thanks for watching, guys.